Hey, happy fall. Today I'm talking about pumpkins. Do you enjoy carving pumpkins? Do you like to paint them? Just set them on your porch? Do you like to eat pumpkin things? Tell me about it in the comments below. And I have a lot of pumpkin books for you. So I'll get started. Some of these are spooky, kind of Halloweenish, but a lot of them are just, anytime in the fall. So it doesn't need to be specific to a holiday. So the first one is Big Pumpkin, and I love this one so much because I had never even read it for years. But my son came home from preschool 10 years ago, and he would play it with his stuffed animals, and it was so cute. And so this witch goes along and she's planting a pumpkin, and she can't wait to make pumpkin pie, but then when it's time to get it off the vine, she cannot get it off the vine. And so then she enlists the help of other creatures, and she's skeptical, but it keeps repeating that first they pulled hard, then they pulled harder, and then they kicked that pumpkin drat. It's just a really cute, fun one that I think kids really get into and love. I loved it. Next, we have It's Pumpkin Day Mouse, one of Laura Numeroff's books. And so it's just a cute little story about the mouse from If You Give a Mouse a Cookie and him with pumpkins and getting ready to have a fun time carving a pumpkin. Pumpkin Soup is about this cat, duck, and squirrel, and they always make pumpkin soup together, but they each have their own job. Well, one day Duck is just tired of that, and he wants to be the one in charge of making the soup. And so they're not having any of that, so then the duck leaves, and they're very sad that he leaves, and they go to find him, and they can't find him. Finally, he comes back, and they let him make the soup, and they all learn to work together. It's just a really cute story about friendship. And then at the end, he wants to try something else new, and they're like, no, I don't think so, no bagpipes. Really cute, fun book. 16 Runaway Pumpkins. This little character, he's out to collect the pumpkins, and it's kind of a counting book, goes and builds on, but then they're all rolling down the hill and rolling to the house, and he's very disappointed because in the end they break, but then they're able to find the good in that and make something yummy. Pumpkin Town, this is such a sweet one. So these farmers, they grow the pumpkins and they harvest them and they take them to town to sell them, and then the extra yucky seeds they just toss at the edge of the field. But then these seeds, they blow into town and they cause a mess growing pumpkins everywhere the next season. And so then these same brothers, they come and they help and save during the night the mess of the pumpkins, and then in the end it's just a fun little twist on what else they'll grow. The Ugly Pumpkin, all right, I just love it. Look how cute this is. This ugly pumpkin, look at him, always so sad because nobody wants to pick him for a jack-o'-lantern. And so it goes through the story. He just feels miserable and how ugly he is. So it's just a really sweet lesson. So then in the end, he realizes he's not a pumpkin at all. It says, oh my gosh, I'm a squash. And so it's a cute little one and ends with Thanksgiving. The Runaway Pumpkin, again, similar to that other one. These kids go up on a hill on Halloween. They're dressed in their costumes and they find this big, glorious pumpkin and they're excited to pull it off the vine. But oh no, it's tumbling down the hill and then it's crashing through everything. And every time somebody sees it, they say, that would make a delicious pumpkin pie. And so it just keeps going and crashing through and making a mess. But in the end, they're able to make all the fun, yummy pumpkin treats. Little Boo has like a non-fiction with a fiction twist because it's got this live pumpkin seed who is like imagining growing up in the ground and saying boo, but the wind keeps telling him it's not time, no, it's not time. So it goes through the seasons and how a pumpkin grows. One completely nonfiction, The Seed to Pumpkin, growing up. And so it just goes through and talks all about the facts of a pumpkin and has some good vocabulary. Pete the Cat, 5 Little Pumpkins. So it follows that rhyme and it's just got a fun little Pete the Cat twist. 5 little pumpkins sitting on a bench. The first one says, oh my, it's getting late. Love Pete the Cat. Splat the Cat, another favorite, of course. So Splat has a pumpkin picking plan and it goes through this fun little story with this mischievous character. Spookley is such a great one. So it's got a wonderful little lesson. This is a square pumpkin and all the other pumpkins are just making fun of him in the beginning because he's square instead of round and they roll around and have fun and he can't have fun with them. But then one day this awful storm comes and then the pumpkins are ending up rolling down the hill and into the water. So Spookley is able to save the day by stopping up the fence, and then in the end, the farmer sees the good in Spookley and uses his seeds to plant the next harvest, and then they get all kinds of unique pumpkins from him. And so just a really great lesson of being yourself and loving being in your own skin and who you are. So we've got 2 more in their counting pumpkin books. This one's that same chant from Pete the Cat, and it shows the hand actions that you do, 5 little pumpkins. And then this one is 10 little pumpkins, and it goes through 10, 9, 8, you know, going down less and less, beautiful illustrations. So I would love to hear in the comments below which of these books you look forward to reading to your kids. And if you enjoyed this video, please take a second, give it the thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel, and come back and keep getting more great book recommendations. Bye.